Hey guys, still here. Welcome to Civilization 6. Yes, it's a new game for the channel. In this game, I'm going to be using the warmonger strategy to completely conquer everything and anything that happens to get in my way. Or, as we like to say it, we're going to spread some freedom. Because I'm going to be using Teddy Roosevelt from the United States of America for this mission, or for this gameplay. Now, this leader as a specialty gets the Roosevelt corollary, which means that units receive a +5 combat strength on their home continent. I set up the map as one large continent, so I receive this +5 combat bonus every single time. And aside from that, I got the P-51 Mustang, I got the Rough Rider as an additional culture, or additional culture from kills, and I also get +10 combat strength and fighting on hills from that. Finally, I got the film studio, which isn't all that interesting, but what is interesting is that I earn all government legacy bonuses in half the time. And getting an improved version of government can mean that you get additional policies. Now, I haven't played Civilization 6 that much. I played a bit of Civilization 6, I played a decent bit of Civilization 5, but I'm not entirely versed in all the concepts yet. So if you see anything that might not make sense, or that you think is completely wrong, then do point it out in the comments, because it is something that I can learn from and I would like to learn from. Because anything that can improve my gameplay is absolutely welcome. Just comments like, oh, you completely suck at the game, they don't add anything, and they don't really have a place on this channel. Anyway, with that, let's get started. The difficulty setting for this one is Prince. Prince is, I believe, more or less standard. It doesn't really say which is which. I mean, the tooltip here is a bit, well, it's not very helpful. Let's keep it at that. I mean, Prince gives the tooltip of Prince. Yes, I can see that that is what it is. But is it medium? Is it difficult? Is it too easy? I don't know. Game speed standard. Map type Pangea, which means that it's going to be one massive landmass, so I always get the bonus. Map size is standard, which means about 8 civilizations and a bunch of city-states. Let's get going.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man take first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest, from this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. And so it is upon your broad shoulders, Theodore Roosevelt, to charge forth and lead your people on their great adventure. Use your military might to give the peoples of your homeland the square deal they so desperately deserve. Surely, you will raise America into the limelight and attract visitors from across the oceans just to see your lands. Bully for you, Mr. President.
Now, in case you hadn't recognized the voice yet, that is Sean Bean, who is also Mr. Lord Eddard Stark in the Game of Thrones series. He's also going to be commenting on everything in the tech tree, so you can hear him quite a lot. Okay, I'm not going to be discussing every single new gameplay aspect, as this is not a tutorial series but a gameplay series, but some of the stuff I will be trying to explain as best as I can. For now, let's start focusing on setting up a city. For some reason, by the way, you cannot name your cities. That is something that may come in a future patch or a future date. But for now, you're just stuck with the titles and names that your cities have. Actually, let's not go with one of those. I'm going to go with Slinger. Slinger is the early version, let's say the pre-mature version of the Archer unit. I have some resources here. I need mining for that. This is a free resource that I can just mine without requiring anything, so let's go with mining initially. Now, the first few turns in Civilization game, it's the usual. It's just a bit of scouting, seeing exactly what you have around you, spotting potential second or third places for settlements, and especially in Civilization 6, I've noticed that you need to be really bloody careful not to get your initial city knocked down by, and here they are, barbarians. The barbarians are quite prevalent in this game. Barbarian camps spawn faster than most rabbit holes. Someone on the Reddit already mentioned that the barbarians seem to have been...
Our city-state neighbors.
they seem to have been infused with rabbit DNA in the sense that they procreate just as fast. Now I have a city-state over to my right, Jerusalem. I'm not going to be making any political statements about that, but Jerusalem in this one is a city-state, and it's given me a quest. The quest is that... what do you want me to do? Construct an encampment. An encampment is a type of district for my city, and I'll definitely be building that as soon as I can. But for now, that's going to take a while. This is the notification bar on the right, by the way. Now, barbarians spawn out of a barbarian encampment. Oh, actually, these are just Jerusalem's warriors. Never mind. I thought they were barbarians. Barbarians spawn out of a barbarian encampment, and if you can knock down the encampment, they will stop spawning. As such, it's really worth it to start hunting down those barbarians as soon as possible. Because they can spawn really quickly, and it can get real ugly real fast. This, by the way, is something new. This is the boost system. I'm not really sure if that's the ideal title for it, but if you have something that requires research, then there is usually a way to get a boost. And this boost will give you half of the science required for it, so that you can research it a lot faster. It's like mini quests. And for this one, I have discovered foreign trading. I'm not exactly sure. Right, I've discovered another continent. There we go. And is this another continent? This is the Nuna continent. And this is... I don't know what they're on about, but I haven't really seen any other continents yet. Oh well. Carrying on.
Who deserves more credit than the wife of a coal miner?
Alright, I can build mines and I can build a quarry. Next bit of research. And here I can show you what I mean with the boost. It says to boost, found a city on the coast, or to boost, find a natural wonder, to boost, farm a resource, etc. Everything has one of those. So the sooner you can try to get that thing done, the better it'll go, because you don't need to get as much in the sense of resource points or research points generated. For now I'm going to go for pottery in order to grow my city a bit faster. Let's keep going for that tribal village. I believe in Civ 4, I'm not sure about Civ 5, but in Civ 4 if you hit a tribal village with a warrior, they could turn ugly. But right now, that is not a problem. Oh look, they gave me half the boost for... they gave me the boost for bronze working, which is really good. I'll send out my slinger as well. And for the next one, I'm going to go with a builder. Builder is now the worker. It works a bit different. The worker is a unit that is basically from Civ 5 the way that you can have one and it can continue to build and build and build and build. They just don't stop. These builders have 3 possible builds. They can construct 3 things, and that includes chopping down a forest. After that, you're done. Your builder will just disappear.
Enacting new policies.
It is not wisdom, but authority.
There we go. I now have the availability of policies. These work as a sort of boost, and these boosts can benefit you greatly, depending on how far you are in the civics tree, and what kind of situation you're in. For now, I don't have any recon units, so survey would not be useful. Discipline is useful, as it gives me +5 combat strength when fighting barbarians. I also can get urban planning or God King, and these, or any of these, have to go into the economic policies, and I only have 1 slot. After a while, you start to generate more and more of this culture, which then drives your civics research, and you can work towards different forms of these policies and different forms of government. I think that a good form of government for this gameplay would be fascism in the end. Because I get 4 slots for military policies, I won't be using a lot of diplomatic or economic slots, and these slots are what are called wildcard slots. I don't have them yet, you can expect them here. And these slots act as, well, basically whatever they say they are. You can throw in any of these in the wildcard slots if you have any. For now, I want to go with +1 faith and 1 gold, so I can start to generate gold a bit faster. There's the barbarian encampment. Alright, next civic. I want to go for maritime industries, not that useful. Or producing classic era melee and ranged units. That is more useful.
Harald Sigurðarson stendur fyrir þér. Aldrei var víkingur slík landsnja lagar. Ertu hræddur?
I don't know about you, but I didn't really understand that without the subtitles. It's an honor to meet you. And no, I will not be giving you any information on where my capital is. Probably ran into him. Yeah, there we go. Right over there. Now, as with the usual Civ games, there is a bonus towards the area that you're in. My slingers are in a bit of a forested area. That is also classed as hills, and that gives them a defense modifier of 6, which means they are going to get better at defending the area here. Similarly, if I try to attack with a melee unit over here, they have a defense modifier of 3. However, the slingers work different. They're basically archers, and they have a ranged attack. These guys are by far the most dangerous right now, so I want to get these guys neutralized ASAP. In the meanwhile, I want to continue to scout out this area with my warrior and see if I can find the Norwegian Empire. Oh, this is what I mean. Barbarians just spawned yet another unit. Oh dear, I hope they survived this. They all died?
I thought clay must feel happy in the good potter's hand.
Okay. That was a bit faster than expected. Let's head back. Because they are a bit more powerful than I had initially expected. Okay. The next one that I want to research is going to be something that has to do with military. I don't really have anything that requires animal husbandry. Actually, this does. Luxury resource. Okay, let's go for that. Animal husbandry. Now, I can buy units. This is something that you couldn't usually do in the other Civilization games, but right now I can get these guys to be bought pretty soon. I have an income of 7 for gold. Another slinger is going to cost me 140, so it's going to be a while. So right now I have to start running home and hope that these barbarians don't run right into Washington. I can now found a pantheon, which is basically a precursor to a religion. These can give you all sorts of bonuses. I'm usually not too deep into religion, but what I can go for is anything that gives me better expansion, better growth rate, or bonuses from killing stuff. And considering I'll probably be killing a lot of stuff, the God of War comes to mind. It gives me a bonus faith of equal of 50% of the strength of each enemy unit killed within 8 tiles of the Holy Site District. Of a Holy Site District. I don't think I'm going to be building too many of these Holy Site Districts. So anything that gives me a bonus to conflict or combat power would be much appreciated. Unfortunately, there aren't too many of those yet. So for as an alternative, I'm going to go for this one. The Fertility Rights gives me a 10% bonus to city growth rate. Okay. There we go. Also gave me a boost towards mysticism. Next turn. Where are you guys headed? I don't like it. You've sent gifts. Yes, a delegation is welcome. Come on in. There's slingers. Are these Norwegian slingers? Interesting. Alright, major victory. I get a 5 bonus against barbarians, and because it's my home continent, another +5. So my attack strength is 30. Their attack strength is 23, 20 base strength, and 3 ideal terrain. So I will win. Or at least I'll be able to get more damage in than I take. But I don't want to be trading that for too much. Animal husbandry is still working. So let's go for a farm. Here you can see that this builder has 3 builds left. Now make sure you click this one if you want to build something. This one will remove the resource. It gives me a lot of food, but only once. Whereas this one will continue to give me more food. Now the boost is unlocked. And I'm going to get another slinger in as fast as possible. It's very handy to have the Norwegians help out against these warriors. The question is, where are the Norwegians? Because I came across a scout there, and their slingers over here. So I'm a bit confused about where they are likely to be coming from. There's another warrior. Another Norwegian group has showed up. It looks like they cleared out the barbarian encampment. Interesting development. They already have quite a decent amount of combat power. That's the barbarian slingers going forward. Seems to be Norwegian warriors. Alright, next farm. The rice paddy there.
Bom dia. É uma honra conhecê-lo pessoalmente. Parece que mentes brilhantes se atraem.
Meet Pedro II from the Brazilian Empire. Thanks for the introduction, but we have no time for further pleasantries. I'm not going to try and get friendly with these guys. I intend to conquer them after all.
If there are no dogs in heaven, then when I die, I want to go where they went.
Isn't that the truth? Alright, new research. I'm gonna go for archery. The archery can be boosted if I kill a unit with a slinger, so I want to try and get a kill as fast as possible. And the question is a bit, where am I going to be doing that? I don't have horse, unfortunately. Or at least I haven't seen anywhere near, so I won't be building knights or horsemen anytime soon. I do have a bit of elephant here, I have some sheep, but no horses whatsoever. Let's go for archery. And you can go for the elephants. Right, in Washington, I want to purchase a slinger. You, go for a major victory here. They took a lot of losses there. 65 damage done to the slinger. Will I receive a diplomatic envoy? Diplomatic delegation? No. Our capital is not open to visitors. Not at this time, anyway. Bit of damage on the slingers, or on the... my guys, my warriors. I should be able to win this. Gotcha. Took a lot of losses, but they get a promotion. Alright, moving on. There's the Brazilians. No idea where exactly they are on the map. Alright, promotion. Promotion tree works a bit different. I can go for Battle Cry, which gives me +7 combat strength against melee and ranged, or Tortoise, which gives me combat strength when defending against ranged attacks. Now this is not... both of these are very, very handy. The Battle Cry just is plain damage. This is basically damage reduction. And the thing is that I don't find Commando to be very useful, but Battle Cry is, and it is a sort of tech tree. If you want to get to Elite Guard, you're going to have to go through all of these. So I'm now going to go for Tortoise to keep these guys safe, because I'll be expecting to go up against towns, and they usually have quite a bit of ranged power, or can have so. Ah, there's a unit I can kill. Let's move up a bit. I need to kill that ranged unit so I can move up and get the archery done. Lots of terrain I can settle here. Inspiration. Craftsmanship is now complete.
Without craftsmanship, inspiration is a mere reed shaken in the wind.
This is very, very handy as a military policy. This means that I'll be getting just a large boost to production. It also means that I'll have to sacrifice the other one that I have, the fighting barbarians. But against other civilizations, this doesn't give me anything anyway, so I'm going to go for that one. And builders is not something that I find too useful at the moment. I prefer gold, because with gold I can buy more units. As far as civics, I'm gonna go for military tradition. I get a maneuver ability, and I get the Great General point, which unfortunately I cannot use quite yet. But actually, this is where I want to end up for now. The political philosophy, which unlocks different forms of government. Now the thing with scouts is that they're really, really quick. So if you want to catch these guys, you're going to have to be quick about it. Let's get these guys on Fortify Heal. And these other slingers are also going to move out. Next bit of production. It's a tough one. I'm going to go for Granary, because this helps me with housing and food. He's still offering a diplomatic delegation. I'm still not interested. Are we doing on points? Score? 19 versus... well, basically everything around 19. Oh, you just wandered into range, did you? That is very convenient. Unfortunately for these slingers, they're too far away. So I'm going to have to move up. And I think that the scout might go either that way or this way. If I kill him, I can again immediately boost the research of archery. There we go, he's running away. And there's another kill. I can boost the research to archery, immediately unlock the upgraded version of the slingers. Can I get him from over here? No, not yet. Slingers don't have a good range. They're only in the range of 1. I have to chase this guy down. Ah, come on, this is what I mean. They're too fast. Trying to get these scouts out of the way. I don't want to be pulled off guard too much. I'm going to send one of these guys home. There's another group from the Jerusalem city-state. Yeah, they're running. Oh, more Norwegians. Alright, heal up. Now, in case you were wondering, I can only get 1 good promotion from Barbarians. That gives you the best boost. Because now Barbarians, and this is the XP bar by the way, very, very tiny here. Barbarians, if I hit them now, will only give me 1 XP. So these guys basically don't get anything out of hunting down more Barbarians. Get you to hold there. Archery is almost done and then I can upgrade. Dude, give it a rest. I don't want your diplomatic delegation. Next turn. 1 more turn until archery completes. My granary is almost done.
I shot an arrow into the air.
Archery.
It fell to earth. I knew not where.
Upgrade. And upgrade. Okay, next bit of research. What do I need? I don't need sailing. Astrology is not something I find too interesting. This will help my research and allow me to build a campus, which is a district, and I'll go into that a bit later. Hanging gardens are useful, but they take off a lot of time. Instead I'm going to go for bronze working, so I can start to build barracks, and especially the encampment district. I don't have a lot of money, unfortunately, otherwise I would have probably bought a builder by now. Okay, now I have a range of 2 with these guys. Let's have 1 at the capital and 1 pushing out as a bit of a scout. I'm gonna try and get my first civilization killed off soon. So there must be another barbarian encampment down there somewhere. Right. Growing number of citizens gives me a boost towards early empire.
That's the positive aspect of trade, I suppose. The world gets stirred up together.
Okay, I unlocked trade routes, or traders. I don't really have a use for traders yet, as I don't have a second city. But once I have one of those, you can use these to mutually boost your city growth. Caravansaries, not too useful at the moment. 100% boost towards ancient and classical naval era units. That's not something I need. I have found the capital for the Norwegians. It's going to take a bit of work to kill these guys. But if I can kill them quickly, I get another nice town, I get some improvements. And most of all, I lose an enemy. These guys are now pushing in. That means that my archers in Washington are going to get busy. Major victory over these horsemen. Good damage done there. Hold. These guys can fire, but I want them to keep moving. That's the priority. They have to go towards this Nidaros settlement as fast as possible. And for that, I want another archer. Archers are way more effective than your average melee unit, because they do damage at range. That means they don't have to go in and get wounded, which definitely saves you a lot of time where they're not available because they're healing. Don't approach Washington. He does have a fair amount of warriors here. There's another barbarian unit. Target down. Jeez, warmonger units. Alright. Well, keep bringing him in. Keep knocking him down. He's out. He gets a promotion. How is he doing on points? Norway, 23. And overall, science victory, domination victory, I'm in 5th place. Okay. Norway, military strength, 94. I'm on 77, so I'm not as high as he is.
We have recently gained advanced...
Bronze is the mirror of the form, wine of the mind.
Very wise. Alright, promotion for my native defender. Mind that giving your unit a promotion counts as taking an action. And actually it counts as taking all actions. So this means that I can promote him, but I cannot fire. For now, I want this guy to be my main defender, so I'm going to go for garrison. The other archer gets to move out. Research. I want to start to be able to build swordsmen. Unfortunately, I don't have any iron nearby. And I don't see any iron anywhere near either. So iron at the moment is not a big priority. What could be an interesting alternative is to get masonry so I can build walls. And with walls I can then make sure I have a ranged attack from Washington anyway. So I don't have to keep the archer group there. And in order to do that I need to get a quarry here as a bonus. That's going to give me a boost. So I'm going to start to research that. I'm going to get a builder tool. Or actually, yeah, it will work. It'll just fit. I wonder when Norway's going to chime in and, well, complain about why I have this many military units nearby. Because he might be getting a bit nervous about it. Can you hit that? Okay, Norway. I'm sorry, but this is going to be a declaration of war. I'm going to start a surprise war. This will not... or actually... yeah, I'm going to start a surprise war. This will start a war with Norway. It's not going to give me any warmonger penalties
Þú
yet.
ættir þig eldinum eiga stjórna þú hefur kveikt. Nei, hann þér of mikill.
This guy is looking forward to it. Good. So am I. Alright. So... ah, there we go. The game didn't really cycle through yet. It hadn't understood that I can actually attack. So, soften them up. And get these guys to push in for a major victory. There we go. He's taken a lot of damage. The second archer group is coming in as fast as possible. It's going to take a while to get them there, though. Oh, there's another group of warriors. Okay. Let's finish these guys off first. I'm going to use my standard warriors for that. That's him done. Then I want to have you guys shoot at these warriors before they get too close. Took another massive blow to them. Moving up. This unit has lost sight of the scout, so we're just going to have to stay here. No, I don't want your delegation. Okay, these guys... Nope, there's a hills in the way. They cannot fire at them yet. So these guys are going to have to take out the warriors, as this group of archers is going to move up. With these, I can pillage, but everything I pillage will have to be repaired later. That's not something I want to do just yet. So I'm going to have these guys fortify until healed. Then push up, fire some arrows into that town and try to get it out of the way. But I think Norway is not quite done yet. We still have some fight left in them. Let's take out the slinger. That's them down. These are not quite in range yet. Actually, hold on. I want you to move one tile there. Potentially you can hit them. Yes, there we go. Major victory. These guys should be able to do a bit of damage against the town, and this is going to take a while. Just knocking down that town bit by bit. They have a garrison strength of 200, which means attacking them right now is not the best idea. It's going to take a while. Oh, good. Promotion. Let's get that promotion in. +5 range strength versus land units. Hit him again. The builder is done. This one is going to build a quarry. And you are going to go for... I'm considering a settler, but I'm going to say archer. This town is regenerating its health faster than I can knock it off. Keep firing. They're building a district. What exactly is that going to be? It's going to be a campus. Alright. And this is going to be a minor victory. Alright, let's take it. Continuing to do damage. There's my quarry.
Your Grace,
Masonry's
we have
done.
obtained greater knowledge in the art of building static fortifications.
Eureka! Masonry's completed.
Each of us is carving a stone, erecting a column, or cutting a piece of stained glass in the construction of something much bigger than ourselves.
I can also build pyramids and a battering ram. This, when adjacent to a city, attacking melee units will do full damage to the city's walls. These are useful if a city has walls. If it doesn't, then this thing will not do anything. Next research is going to be... Well, I'm still considering iron working. I need some sort of unit. Either horse or iron, so I can build either of these. Alright, until then, let's go for a campus. Or at least the ability to build one. But for now, I'm going to call the episode here. I'm going to keep these things pretty short, about 30-35 minutes, to make sure that they are something that you might be able to watch, I don't know, over dinner, in your lunch break. I don't want to turn these into hour-long episodes. They will be uploaded pretty frequently, I think once every 2 days, that's going to be the goal. So you should have another episode in a day or two. For now, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. And please join me soon for the next episode of this American Conquest campaign. See you!